Recently I've made quite a few reactions to Frankie Boyle content, and yeah, every video just gets better and better. Like, his humour at this time when he was making this content was just so funny, man. He was definitely one of the funniest comedians in the UK at the time, and yeah, someone recommended this on one of the previous videos. It's Frankie Boyle's best bit scenes we'd like to see. So I think this is from the show Mock the Week, and it's one of the kind of challenges on there where they say like a line and then they need to make a joke about it and do something funny. So interested to see this one for Frankie Boyle. Let's check out. Series 1 to 7.
I call out ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. Okay, here we
So yeah, that's the explanation of it. Yeah, so it's a very good round, and it's like got these different comedians here on both sides.
go. Things a new pope shouldn't say in his first public speech.
I only wish that Hitler could have been alive to see this moment.
Discarded titles for the next Harry
Oh
Potter
my
book.
god.
Harry Potter and the child actor's inevitable mental breakdown.
Things you shouldn't.
And that's like one thing that never actually happened. It seems that all the from any movie that's involved children, one of the only movies where they've not became a bit mad is Harry Potter. They all seem quite normal and stuff, so it's like quite funny he was making a joke about that at that time.
Say to the Queen on being given your honour.
Ma'am, you have no idea how much pussy this is going to get me.
Oh my god, man.
Bad ways to start a party political broadcast.
My fellow paedophiles,
Yeah, man, and that if that's in the UK and he's talking about like pretty much any of the political parties there, there's a chance there's a few of them in those parties.
Things you'd never hear a French person say.
of course it looked hopeless, but we kept fighting.
This
I
in the
just bought
French.
a wonderful little holiday home in the south of Birmingham.
What the voices in Tony Blair's head are saying.
Keep smiling, have Gordon killed. Keep smiling, have Gordon killed.
That's when
Things a Wimbledon commentator would never say.
All this grunting is giving me the horn.
TV shows that never made it to air.
Terrorists say the funniest things.
Unlikely lines for the Queen to include in her annual message.
Some of my best friends are black.
oh,
Aus dem Schnitzelhans, mein Gurkenführer!
oh shit, man, he's already had a couple of Nazi jokes, anti-royal jokes, man. He really, like, no one's off limits for Frankie Boyle, man.
Bad things to say on stage at Live 8.
They've put a lovely spread on backstage. Lobster, caviar.
What the voices in Prince Charles's head are saying.
King Charles.
So what if she's your mother? Just press the pillow over her face and count to 100.
Shit, man. I guess that joke's quite bad timing, seeing as what's happened.
Very good. I call out ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come back in with their
Oh,
suggestions.
this is going right through
And in the
every
weeks that
season.
Prince William started
Is
at
like every
Sandhurst,
performance,
the
is
first
it?
subject is
That's really
the
good.
wrong things to say on your first day in the army.
When they said it was going to be just like the movies, I didn't realise they meant Brokeback Mountain.
Bad things for the England manager to be caught saying.
Wayne Rooney may be ugly, but when he holds me in his arms, I feel safe.
Ill-advised things for a Lib Dem leadership candidate to say.
Sorry I'm late, I had trouble finding a vein.
Oh man, he's like basically insinuating that they're all junkies. Oh man, this is the thing again. What I was saying is like, no matter who, whatever political party, he just goes against everybody, except maybe the SNP. I don't know if he goes against them. I know he like maybe supports independence, but I don't know if he says much against SNP.
Words you'd never hear from a newsreader.
Oh,
Welcome to Channel 5 News, thickos. Okay, they may have acquitted him, but he certainly looked like a paedophile.
What you don't want to hear a Prime Minister say.
Get me an 18-inch knife and a hand grenade. I'm sorting this Iraq shit out.
Bad things to say at Prime Minister's question time.
Prime Minister, could you look interested while I bring up some boring shit about my constituency?
that just sums up politics.
We've got one, we've got two more poofs than you.
Unlikely things to hear at the Oscars.
See, like even things like saying the word poof, I don't think that would even be allowed on BBC now, man. This is the main channel in the UK. I think this might be even BBC Two, but one of the prime time channels or one of the main channels, not even like 10-15 years ago, and they're saying things like this. I wonder if that would still be allowed. I don't think so at all, man.
Oscars.
Unfortunately, King Kong can't be with us tonight, but as a gay cowboy, I think I know where I'll be putting this little fella.
Unsettling things to hear from the cockpit of a plane.
Fucking hell.
We're about to experience a little bit of turbulence and then a lot of falling. Help me with my seatbelt, Abu. I can't do it with this damn hook.
Bad Valentine cards to receive.
I will be as faithful to you as any dog and come when you whistle.
Fucking hell, man. That's amazing.
Unlikely
That's
things
such
for a
a good
TV
one.
announcer to say.
Tonight's episode of Songs of Praise contains strong language and scenes of a sexual nature.
Yeah, man. That would make Sunday nights more interesting.
I call it ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. Here we go. The first subject is exam questions that were rejected.
All PE teachers are paedophiles. Discuss. Spell Mississippi without looking at how we've spelt it in the question. Tick the box A, B or C to receive the grade A, B or C. If I add 1/8 to 1/16, how stoned will I be?
Famous last word.
Stingrays love foreplay.
Oh my god, man. That one, man. Somebody so loved this Steve Irwin, man, and just ripping him apart. Not just about dying, but doing dodgy stuff with a stingray, man. That is, I mean, that just shows that no one's off limits, man. Even the nicest man in TV, Steve Irwin, can get it.
The funny thing is, the closer it gets, the more it looks like a piano.
Rejected first lines for the new Harry Potter book.
Harry thought of his magical adventures very differently now that he'd been diagnosed as a schizophrenic.
Fucking hell, man. That could be a new part of Harry Potter, man. Harry Potter, his real life schizophrenia.
Finishing in the cafeteria, Harry and Ron turned their wands on themselves. It's not as good as that one.
Even the other comedians don't want to go after him.
Something about the spell must have gone wrong, because one of Harry's testicles had turned into a scorpion. Show us where Dumbledore touched you, said the judge. Show us on the doll.
Oh man, he came with the fire for this round, man, like 4 or 5 times, finishing off with one so good like that.
The next topic is unhelpful things to say in a crisis.
Kumbaya, my lord. I know you're a hijacker, but I ordered a vegetarian meal. Women and children first, then I'll shag the men and the animals.
ill-advised things to say in court.
So, to summarise, there's no evidence, but he does look a bit rapey. I would like to present my own defence through the medium of dance. I was performing the Heimlich manoeuvre and it sort of turned into the wheelbarrow position.
Things a sports commentator would never say.
Like a lot of people watching this Olympics, I'm wondering why black people don't just take over the earth. I can't be the only person to wonder what it would be like to shag this gymnast. Just reading through the names of this Chinese team is making me feel hungry.
Commercial.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, man. He would be banned from the BBC now. No, I think he still makes stuff for BBC. It's funny, like, how he says so much stuff like that and they still give him jobs. If it is BBC, he's still working for him, man, but he just takes it to the next level, man, compared to all these other comedians who are, sure, like, just kind of normal British comedians. We don't get to see them at the moment, but there was no one like him with that kind of just crazy stuff, man. Like, you never knew what he was going to say. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth next.
Shows that never made it to air.
Because some nights are best forgotten. Rehypnol. By the year 2020, we shall rule the earth. Tesco, every little helps. Clear all your debts with one easy payment. Buy a shotgun and blow your head off.
Inappropriate acts for the Royal Variety Performance.
Stephen Hawking unplugged.
Oh my god, man. Oh, this is amazing stuff. This is just
Lines that
top
you'd never
quality,
hear
man.
in a Bond film.
Engineer's cue. It's a bomb, but it's also a rucksack. Everything's ready for your mission, Bond.
Some
All you
people
need
took
to do
that
is
on
fill in
board.
this health and safety risk assessment. You're very good at poker, but let's see how you do on the fruit machines. It's not just a baseball bat, Bond. It's a baseball bat with a nail through it.
classic.
We'd better
weapon.
slow down. There are speed cameras.
TV shows that never made it to air.
The boy whose arms and arse and head fell off.
That is a disgusting
And now
image.
the magic of Britain's parks at night as Bill Oddie presents Gay Watch.
I knew it was going to be something like that or dogging.
Bad things to say when leading troops into battle.
Soon you'll be at home with your families, in a jar on the mantelpiece.
But
Our best hope is that the enemy kills so many of us, they become slightly depressed. This next mission will be led by Michael Moore, seeing as he knows so fucking much.
Unlikely things to hear on Blue Peter.
Today we'll show you how to make an ashtray using the shell of a dead tortoise. With a couple of batteries and a toilet roll holder, you can make a fantastic Mother's Day vibrator.
Let's leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. My call of ideas for scenarios we'd love to see in the
it's just like
performance come
season
in with
after
their
season
suggestions.
of
Okay,
there's no
here we
filler,
go.
man. It's all
in the
good
week
stuff.
in which the government called for a stricter
It was
driving
like
test,
so
things you
consistent with
wouldn't
being
hear
funny at
on
this
a
thing.
driving test.
When I slap the dashboard with my forehead, I'd like you to crawl out of the wreckage and fetch help.
Paint
You made
some
one mistake,
vivid
sir.
pictures.
A pine air freshener doesn't cover up the smell of a dead hitchhiker. If I fail, can I still keep driving my taxi? On my signal, I'd like you to mount the pavement and kill my ex-wife.
So much death and killing in his
What the Queen
comedy,
didn't
man.
say in her Christmas message.
It's been good to spend some time with my family. And Harry.
So the audience
I've
reaction
had a
there
few
was
medical problems
shock.
this year. I'm now so old that my pussy is haunted.
Oh my god. What the fuck? No fucking way did he just say that, man. Oh my god. I need to hear that again. That was graphic, man.
I've had a few medical problems this year. I'm now so old that my pussy is haunted.
Oh my god. He's so proud of himself. Everybody else is dying.
Unlikely lines to
That was
find
one of the
in the
most
Bible.
mental jokes I've ever heard.
A man who lies with another man should be stoned. It helps, that's all I'm saying. And on the 8th day, God created a magic talking leopard and forgot all about us. St. Paul's third epistle to the Corinthians. Dear Corinthians, I've written to you twice now. No reply. I don't know how you do things in Corinth, but where I'm from, that's a bit rude. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. This is the weirdest car boot sale I've ever been to.
The next topic is, in the week in which the government discussed raising the school leaving age, bad things for a teacher to say.
Are you chewing, boy? This is the worst blowjob I've had all day.
No, man. Fucking hell, man. That is unreal.
Are you chewing, boy? This is the worst blowjob I've had all day.
He says it with such conviction
It turns
as
out
well.
you're not dyslexic, you're just really, really stupid.
In the week in which the Oscar nominations were revealed, rejected lines from movies.
Milk, bread, rich tea biscuits. Are you sure this is the right list, Mr. Schindler?
Unlikely excerpts from a nature documentary.
This beautiful hummingbird is no match for my squash racket. Penguin with his head
Switcheroo.
trapped in a beer can. Tragic and yet somehow hilarious. I'm the ghost of Steve Irwin, and welcome to Animals Kill the Daftest Bastards.
Again, Steve Irwin getting it again, man.
A TV chef would never say.
If you're wondering how to get the perfect skin on your parsnips, then you're mental.
Bad thing to say at the opening of the new Wembley Stadium.
Due to a double booking, England's first match is against Simply Red. And who knows, maybe here, one day, with the right linesman, England can cheat their way to another World Cup. Cost £100 million to demolish Wembley. If you'd had your last game against Scotland, we'd have done it for nothing.
Unlikely things to
Very
hear
true.
on Comic Relief.
If we remove all these villagers' cataracts, one day they might be able to make our shoes. And remember, 20% of everything you give goes directly to a grinning warlord wearing a necklace of human finger bones. Later, Dawn French will be climbing into a bath of beans. Not for charity, it's for supper.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant, man. Don French.
The
Getting
worst
it
thing your
tight.
new neighbour could say.
What day do the bins go out round here? My wife's body's starting to stink.
Got in a real
My
Scottish
wife and I are
accent there.
nudists and have been for the past 70 years. It's simple. Your dog and I are in love.
Using the other members as jokes, as props. That was madness. That could be my favourite Frankie Boyle video so far, man. That was just crazy. just joke after joke, 4 seasons worth, man. And he was still so consistently good, like hard hitting, man. I mean, I watched like Mock the Week back in the day, here and there, but not very consistently. And I know that the other comedians compared to him were just kind of like plain vanilla, man. Some were quite funny now and again, but he's just like on a like different level from everybody else, a different like universe from everybody else, man, with the things he comes up with. But so good, man. Yeah, I recommend some other stuff, Frankie Boyle things for me to react to.